Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our lesson number 12, Politics of Plant Development. Plant development means to develop a design or plan for the development. As you know that we have got independence in 1947. After that our leaders planned for the development of the nation, and this we are going to study in this chapter. What were the key choices and debates about development? Which strategy was adopted by our leaders, and what were the main achievements and limitations of this strategy, and why was this development strategy abandoned in the later years? So all these we are going to study in this chapter. In the beginning of the chapter, example of Orissa has been given, which has one of the largest reserves of untapped iron ore in the country and is being seen as important investment destination. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है, वो इस अपॉर्चुनिटी को खोना नहीं चाहती और वो ਮੈਮੋਰੈਂਡਮ ਆਫ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਵਿਦ ਆਲ ਦ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਐਂਡ ਡੋਮੈਸਟਿਕ ਸਟੀਲ ਮੇਕਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੈਮੋਰੈਂਡਮ ਆਫ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡਿੰਗ, ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਮਝੌਤਾ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਫਰੋਮ both the sides, from international and domestic steel makers। ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਇਹ ਬਿਲੀਵ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੈਪੀਟਲ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਆਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਐਮਪਲੋਇਮੈਂਟ अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ भी स्टेट ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਧ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ ਜੇਕਰ ਇਹ ਸਟੀਲ ਪਲਾਂਟ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੈਟਅਪ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। The iron ore resources lie in some of the underdeveloped and predominantly tribal districts of the state. The tribal areas fears that setting up of industries would mean displacement from their home and livelihood। ट्राइबल एरियाज ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਰਨ ਓਰਸ ਪਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। these are underdeveloped and tribal districts of the state of Orissa, and these tribal population has a fear in their mind that if this POSCO plant, if these industries would set up in this area, that would mean they will be displaced from their home as well as their livelihood will be snatched from them। And moreover, on the other side, the environmentalists, they fear that mining and industry would pollute the environment। एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट ये मानते हैं कि जो माइनिंग हो जाएगी आयरन ओर ਨੂੰ एक्सट्रैक्ट ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ और इंडस्ट्री सैटअप हो जाएगी, इस तरह एनवायरमेंट का पोल्यूशन होर ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा। On the third side, the central government feels that if the industry is not allowed, it would set a bad example and discourage investments in the country। कि जेकर इंडस्ट्री नहीं सैटअप की जाती, उन्होंने परमिशन नहीं मिलती है, तो उस सिचुएशन दे विच it will have a bad example for whole of the nation and it will discourage the investments in the country। These are the certain debates after setting up of one of the POSCO plant in the state of Orissa। Here there is a newspaper cutting from Bhubaneswar। People facing displacement by the proposed POSCO India steel plant in Jagat Singhpur district staged a demonstration outside the Korean company's office here on Thursday। They were demanding cancellation of memorandum of understanding signed between the company and Orissa government 1 year ago। As I already explained you, memorandum of understanding was signed between the Orissa government and foreign companies and domestic companies also, and they are demanding, people are demanding in this protest to cancel the memorandum of understanding। So these are certain debates। What are these key points of conflict? Certain various interests are involved in this case। There are certain common points on which everyone can agree। So these are certain debates that are related to the development of the nation। If you ask these questions, you will find yourself facing yet other bigger questions। Now it is important to take advice from experts on the mining, from environmentalists and from economists। Mining, environmentalist, economists तो भी सानू राय लेनी पड़ेगी that what is the need of Orissa and whose need can be Orissa's need, whether the steel plant should be set up in Orissa or not। After independence, our country India had to make a series of major decisions like this, that where the development should be started and where it should not be, and what should be the sector, what should be the field of development at that time। At that time, Everyone agreed that development of India should mean both economic growth and social and economic justice. इसका मतलब है कि जे भारत का विकास करना है तो सानू इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ भी करनी पेगी, सोशल जस्टिस भी लोगों को प्रोवाइड करना पेगा, एंड इकोनॉमिकली ऑल्सो वी शुड मेक ईच एंड एवरी person equal, and that government should play a key role in this, and government ਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਲੋੜੀਂਦਾ ਕਦਮ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਕੀ ਰੋਲ प्ले करना पड़ेगा, गवर्नमेंट की एक बहुत बड़ी कारगुजारी होएगी. Our next topic is ideas of development. For development has different meanings for different sections of the people. Development would mean different, for example, to an industrialist who is planning to set up a steel plant, to an urban consumer of steel, and to the Adivasi who lives in that region. हर एक व्यक्ति दे लिए डेवलपमेंट का अलग अलग मीनिंग होएगा. इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट एक स्टील प्लांट प्लान करना चाहता है, सेटअप करना चाहता है. अर्बन कंज्यूमर स्टील लेना चाहता है. एंड आदिवासी who lives in that region, he is being deprived of his livelihood and his shelter. In that situation development का हर एक व्यक्ति दे लिए अलग अलग मीनिंग होता है. And if we talk about for the people to refer to the West as a standard for measuring development, development was about becoming more modern, and modern was about becoming more like industrialized countries of the West. ਅਸੀਂ modernization ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਜਦੋਂ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਡੈਕੇਡ ਹੋਇਆ, ਪਹਿਲੇ 10 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ there was a long debate on this question that what is development, what is modernization. And modernization and development means that modern was about becoming more like the industrialized countries of the West. जिस तरह western countries सी industrialized countries सी सिर्फ उन्हां दे वर्गे ही बनना सानू modernization असी modern word दा meaning समझदे हां. But modernization was also associated with the growth, with the ideas of growth, material progress and scientific rationality. Scientific progress होवे, material progress होवे, and moreover the ideas of growth the idea nu asi agge vadaiye, that is your modernization. Now here comes the most important part of the chapter, that on the eve of independence India had before it two models of modern development. There were two models. The first model was liberal capitalist model and the other model was socialist model. Liberal capitalist model was as such in the Europe and US, and socialist model was as in the USSR. You have already studied these two ideologies, but let me explain you once again that socialist model ਜਿਹੜਾ USSR ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੀ, ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਰਿਸੋਰਸਸ ਦਾ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਹੀ ਕੀ ਰੋਲ ਪਲੇ ਕਰੇ ਤੇ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਹੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਿਸੋਰਸਸ ਦੀ ਇਕੁਅਲ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰੀਬਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਕਰੇ. But if we talk about the liberal capitalist model as of Europe and US, it gives private ownership, open competition. The power and the resources should be in the hands of the common people. Common people ਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਵਿੱਚ private ownership ਹੋਵੇ, that is the main feature of liberal capitalist model. If we see during Cold War, we have seen that Cold War was there up to 1991. There were many in India who were deeply impressed by the Soviet model of development. Soviet model means socialist model. They supporters सानू Indian politics ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ बहुत ज़्यादा मिल जाते ने. But there were certain other leaders included, not just the leaders of Communist Party of India, but also the Socialist Party, just like leaders from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru within the Congress itself. But there were a few supporters of American style of capitalist development. American style, US or Europe the liberal capitalist model ਦੇ supporters ਸਾਨੂੰ बहुत ही ਘੱਟ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹਨ. The nationalist leaders, they were very clear that economic concerns of the government of free India would have to be different from the narrowly defined commercial functions of the colonial government. जिस तरह colonial government ने बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंडिया की exploitation की थी, उस तरह जिहड़ी nationalist government बनी है free India की जिहड़ी पहली, उहदे कामकाज बिल्कुल ही different होंगे. And its main task was to elevate the poverty, social and economic redistribution was seen to be the primarily as the responsibility of the government. Government ਦੀ main responsibility poverty ਨੂੰ elevate ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ social ਤੇ economic redistribution ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਣਾ. And industrialization seemed to be preferred path. Industrialization ਵੱਲ ਵੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਦੇਣਾ ਸੀ, ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਦੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਣੀ ਸੀ ਐਂਡ ਰੂਰਲ ਪਾਵਰਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਹੀ ਜੜੋਂ ਮੁਕਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਣੀ ਸੀ. But this was quite opposite from the functions as played by the colonial government of British India. Our next topic is, what is planning? Planning is a conscious effort of a community to achieve preconceived objectives and goals. Planning एक conscious effort ਹੁੰਦਾ है community ਦਾ, एक group of people ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ goals ਤੇ objectives ਨੂੰ conceive ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, achieve ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ विश्वास रखता है. Despite of various differences, there was a consensus on one point that the development could not be left to the private actors, and the government should have, there is a need of the government to develop a design or plan for the development. तो government ਨੂੰ एक important role play करना पड़ेगा ताकि देश का development हो सके, एक planning, एक design वो तैयार कर सके. And in fact, this idea of planning as a process of rebuilding economy earned a good deal of public support in 1940s and 50s all over the world. ये नहीं कि इंडिया दे विच, but the idea of planning and to start up with the planning commission, it had earned a good support outside India also all over the world. If we talk about the experience of Great Depression in Europe and interwar reconstruction of Japan and Germany, most of the spectacular economic growth against heavy odds in the Soviet Union in 1930s and 40s contributed to this consensus. एक consensus मान लिया गया ਜਦੋਂ ਜਰਮਨੀ ਤੇ ਜਾਪਾਨ ਦਾ reconstruction ਹੋਇਆ. economic growth ਦੇ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ government ਦੀ development ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ. government ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਧਿਆਨ, government ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਇੱਕ key role gain करना पड़ेगा, गवर्नमेंट को एक की रोल प्ले करना पड़ेगा. And if we talk about the planning commission, it was not a one day's job, and the government of India, they replaced the planning commission. You know that the first planning commission was set up in 1951. 51 to 56 the first planning commission 5-year plan see, and this planning commission was set up in March 1950 by a simple resolution of the government of India. It has an advisory role and its recommendation become effective only when the Union Cabinet approved this. The resolution which set up the commission defined the scope of its work in the following terms. एक advisory role सी, ਇਹਦੀ recommendations ਉਦੋਂ ही effective ਬਣਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ कि Union Government ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ approval ਦੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ. And if we talk about the recent planning commission, we can say that नीति आयोग प्लानिंग कमीशन का एक नया नाम है नीति आयोग, नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन फॉर ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग इंडिया. The government of India replaced the planning commission with a new institution named Niti Aayog. This came into existence on 1st January 2015. बिल्कुल नेम चेंज करके प्लानिंग कमीशन का नीति आयोग रख लिया गया. Here are certain directions of its policies towards securing among these things that citizens, men, women equally have the right to an adequate means of livelihood. To both livelihood will be adequately provided to each man and woman. The ownership and control of the material resources of the community are so distributed as best to subserve the common good. Common good ਨੂੰ subserve ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ ताकि ਜਿਹੜੀ ownership है और control है material resources ਦਾ वो community ਦਾ equally distribute हो सके. And the operation of the economic system does not result in concentration of wealth and means of production to the common detriment. As we all know that planning commission was not a sudden invention, that was not happened at one day. A section of big industrialists got together in 1944 and drafted a joint proposal for setting up of a planned economy in the country. एक बड़े इंडस्ट्रीलिस्ट का ग्रुप 1944 ਵਿੱਚ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰਪੋਜ਼ਲ ਡਰਾਫਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਪਲਾਨਡ ਇਕਨੋਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੈਟਅਪ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੈਟਅਪ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ। ਇਸ ਪਲਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੰਬੇ ਪਲਾਨ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਐਂਡ the Bombay plan wanted the state to make major initiatives in industrial and other economic investments। industrial ਤੇ economic investments ਤੇ ज़्यादा concentrate ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਨ ਬਣਾਇਆ। and it wanted to the state to take major initiatives। major initiatives can be taken in the industrial and economic investments। And from left to right, planning was development for the most of his choice for the country after independence। When India got freedom, the Planning Commission came into being, and this was the only background of Planning Commission। The Prime Minister was its chairperson। It became the most influential and central machinery for deciding what path and strategy India would adopt for its development। अपनी development के लिए India केड़ी strategy adopt करेगा ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਰੀ planning commission ही decide करेगा। Our next topic is the early initiatives। As same to same as in USSR, the Planning Commission of India opted for 5-year plan। The idea was very simple। The government of India prepares a document that has plan for all its income and expenditure for the next 5 years। अगले 5 साल ਦੇ ਲਈ गवर्नमेंट एक डॉक्यूमेंट प्रिपेयर करेगी जिदे विच ऑल इट्स इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर हैज टू बी एडेड एंड स्पेसिफाइड। accordingly the budget of the central and the state government is divided into two parts। first part is non plan budget and the second is plan budget। non plan budget विच जिहड़ा कि रूटीन आइटम्स ते ईयरली बेसिस ते जिन्ने भी खर्चे होंगे that will be included। and plan budget विच that is spent on a 5-year basis as per the priorities fixed by the plan। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਪਲਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਚੋਂ ਅਗਲੇ 5 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਲਈ ਕਿਸ ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟੀ ਤੇ whatsoever money will be spent that was to be mentioned under plan budget। A 5-year plan has the advantage of permitting the government to focus on the large picture and make long-term intervention in the economy। How to uprise the economy, how to intervene in the economy, that were the major objectives of 5-year plan। The draft of the first 5-year plan and then the actual plan document was released in December 1951। It created a lot of excitement in the country from all walks of life। academics, journalists, government and private sector employees, industrialists, farmers, politicians all discussed and debated the documents extensively। As in the second 5-year plan, this excitement and planning reached its peak in the second 5-year plan in 1956 and it continued somewhat till the third 5-year plan ended, that started in 1961। But in fourth 5-year plan, it was to start in 1966, but by this time the planning had declined considerably and India, because at that time India was facing acute economic crisis। fourth plan ਜਿਹੜਾ 1966 ਵਿੱਚ start ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ ਉਸ plan ਦੇ ਆਂਦਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ economic crisis face ਕੀਤਾ and that is why the excitement of the common people, it declined by that time and the government decided to take a plan holiday। The first 5-year plan, which was from 1951 to 56, it sought to get the country's economy out of the cycle of the poverty, to elevate the poverty। That was the main objective of the first 5-year plan। K.N. Raj, a young economist involved in drafting the plan, argued that India should hasten slowly for the first 2 decades as a fast rate of development might endanger democracy। K.N. Raj ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੱਕ young economist ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ suggest ਕੀਤਾ that India should run slowly, it should not make a haste। बहुत धीरे धीरे चलना चाहिए है इंडिया ਨੂੰ खासकर पहले 2 decades ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ क्योंकि इस तरह अगर ये फास्ट रेट ਤੇ चलेगा तो इंडिया might endanger the democracy which is newly and freshly established in India। The first 5-year plan addressed mainly the agricultural sector, including investment in dams and irrigations. Because at the time of partition, the agricultural sector was hit and it needed urgent attention. Huge allocations like Bhakra Nangal Dam, they were started on very large scale. The plan identified that a pattern of land distribution in the country is the main obstacle in the way of agricultural growth. If we want to grow our agriculture, we should distribute the land in a just manner. And it also focused on land reforms as the key to the country's development. Land reforms se focus kita first 5-year plan ne. One of the basic aims of the planners was to raise the level of national income, which could be only possible if the people saved more money than they spent. जेकर लोग अपनी savings वधान ते spending money cut करन, then only it is possible. As the basic level of spending was very low in 1950s, it could not be reduced anymore because लोकां दी spending बहुत घट सी, so that is why इसको होर reduce नहीं किया जा सकता सी. So the planners sought to push the savings up. Planners ने सोचा कि savings ਨੂੰ ही क्यों ना ਵਧਾਇਆ जा सके. And this too was very difficult because there was capital stock was very low in the country and it was rather low compared to the total number of employable people. जिन्हें लोग employable सी उन्हां दे accordingly उन्हां दे comparison दे विच the capital stock was quite low. Nevertheless, people's saving did rise in the first phase of planned process until the end of the third 5-year plan. Third 5-year plan tak lokan di the savings started rising, but the rise was not as spectacular was expected at the beginning of the first plan. First plan the beginning tak koi bhi inna rise nahi hoya si. Later from the early 1960s till early 1970s, the proportion of savings in the country actually dropped consistently. Due to the economic crisis in 1960s and 70s, the savings part, it dropped consistently in the country. This is all with today's topic, beta. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.